I used to be really bad at design, and I'm not saying that I have it all figured out now, but I think my style has significantly improved. So today I'm going to give you 5 tips to becoming better at design. Make sure you watch to the very end because I'm going to give my favorite tip last. So the very first thing you're going to do before you buy anything is you're going to gather inspiration. It's okay to copy and it's okay to steal because the person that you stole the idea from is probably never going to see your house, so it's totally fine. Now, whether that's Pinterest, Instagram, Architectural Digest, YouTube, wherever it is, anytime something inspires me, I take a screenshot, I make a little note on that screenshot. If it's a paint color, I'm going to compile that all neatly in a folder. For instance, I have a master bedroom folder, I have a kitchen inspiration, I have a office inspiration. All these folders have specific screenshots so that I can refer back to it. This is going to help you get a really clear vision of what you want your room to look like in the end. The next thing you're going to do once you have all of your inspiration gathered is you're going to create a mood board. And more specifically, you're going to stick to it. It's important to have a plan before you go into any store or you start purchasing any items. Lots of things are going to capture our attention. And if you have a clear vision, then you're going to be a lot more discerning when you're making your purchases. You're going to say, oh, I really love this throw pillow, but it doesn't fit within my color scheme, or I really love this wall sconce, but I have nowhere in my room to hang a wall sconce. Then you're gonna know not to make that purchase. So this is gonna keep everything cohesive. This is gonna make your room feel very intentional and not just like a hodgepodge of all the things that caught your eye at HomeGoods. So my next tip is to start with a blank slate. Now this might seem strange to you, but I actually really love moving because it gives me the opportunity to throw things away and start completely fresh. Now I realize that most people can't just throw out all their furniture, like that's not realistic. But if you start with the pieces you really love and build a room around that, and you edit out all the pieces that aren't working for your overall vision, then you're gonna have a much easier time making a cohesive space. If something isn't working, take it out. Plus, I just love throwing things away. It's like my favorite thing. Not throwing them away, donating. So my next tip is to find designers on YouTube and study what they do. You can literally learn anything on YouTube, and this includes design. There are tons and tons of very talented interior designers right here on YouTube who are just giving away free information. I've always been really interested in interior decorating, but I didn't know any of the fundamentals. I didn't know anything about balance or scale or symmetry. So finding a designer here that you resonate with, even if you don't necessarily like their style, if they're teaching you the fundamentals of design, it's only going to help. I'm going to link one of my favorite channels down below for you guys because she seriously gives out so much really useful information, things that you would have never thought about, and it's really helped me tremendously. All right, so this brings me to my very last tip, and this is my favorite tip. So if you stuck around to this one, you're in luck because this is the best I got, okay? You are not bad at design. You probably just can't visualize it because that was me. I am really bad at visualizing the complete picture before it happens. I second guess every decision that I make. I'm like, is this paint color gonna work? Is this color pillow gonna work? Is this rug gonna fit my space? All of these things, it doesn't work for me. So what you gotta do is you gotta get really good at bad Photoshop. What I mean by this is there are apps that you can get on your phone that once you figure them out can really help you visualize your space without making any changes. The ones that I like to use are PicMonkey and Facetune, and there's also a website called backgroundremover.com or something like that. Just Google background remover. But basically, before I hang a picture, before I buy any piece of furniture, I take a picture of that piece of art, of that furniture, remove the background, and place it in my room. You don't have to add extra holes in your wall. You can clearly see if it's gonna work or not. It's been the best thing for me. I know on websites like rugs.com, they'll let you place rugs in your room before you even purchase them. So you can take a screenshot of that image with the rug in your room, and then you can place that screenshot in PicMonkey, and then all the things that you have removed the background from, you can place those in your image, and now you're building your room. You're building the vision of your room, and you can see very clearly if that rug is going to work in your space, if this chair is going to work in your space, if the piece of art is going to work in your space. So this is the really, really professional level Photoshop that I like to do, and it's really, really helped me like a lot. So I hope those tips helped you. I really do think if you utilize some of these things and you just implement just a little bit more planning, and you don't just buy something because it's cute, because there's so many things that I have to pass on all the time because I just simply don't have the space for it, or it just doesn't work. I think you'll have a lot more luck. So thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share with your friends. You're my favorites. Peace and love.